and thank you for joining us for another episode of Coffee Conversations. I'm your host today, Lindsay Whitley, Associate Superintendent of Communications and Community Engagement with Cumberland County Schools. And I'm so happy to have today as my special guest, Mr. Marlo Artis, the Director of School Partnership with NCECA Core. Mr. Artis, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Whitley. I'm really excited to have this conversation on Coffee Conversations.
Thank you. So Coffee Conversations is a component of our Cumberland Family Academy here in Cumberland County Schools, and we're just so excited about using every avenue possible to communicate and share important news and information with our families. And so today we want to talk about an exciting opportunity, and we want to let everyone in the community know about it, just in case you know of someone who could benefit or participate in this new initiative. So, here in Cumberland County Schools, our first strategic priority is to graduate every student confident, competitive, and ready for a career, college, and life. And so one of the ways that we can do that is leveraging our resources to support, our student learning and development. So this is where the exciting part comes in, Mr. Artis. Cumberland County Schools is partnering with North Carolina Education Core to accelerate learning recovery efforts for our elementary school students in kindergarten through third grade. So we know in the aftermath of COVID-19, we've faced many challenges, but we are working toward solutions, and we're excited to have partners such as NCECA Core to help us navigate through many of those challenges. So I want you to just start off by just telling our audience, what is NCECA Core?
Oh, absolutely, Dr. Willie. I'm so excited that Cumberland County is a part of it. I just cannot say that enough. I'm so excited about that. So the North Carolina Education Core is a statewide nonprofit that is focused on closing opportunity gaps, really making sure that students have access to high quality tutoring. And last year, we started as just an initiative to bring community members to schools. And so our core members were serving in a variety of different functions as contact tracers, mentors, providing some academic support. This year, we have really focused on K-3 literacy. Dr. Conley calls literacy one of the pillars of learning, and I can't agree more with that. If you can't read, it's so much harder for you to be able to access the content in different subject areas. So that's so important that we have a strong foundation. And so we're working with Cumberland County Schools and 23 other school systems across the state to make sure that community members can come into the schools, that they're prepared when they come into the schools, and when they're there, they're able to work with young people, kindergarten through third grade, on phonics, phonemic awareness, being able to really drill down on specific skills that the students need. And we want to make sure that we're doing that in different spaces. And so we're happy to partner with 6 elementary schools in Cumberland County, 6 exceptional schools, and we can't say how excited we are about it.
So that's some very important and exciting work that you all are doing. So thank you so much. Now more than ever before, we're having to tap into the village to support every child. And so we're excited about this partnership and these high impact tutors that we're able to partner with to support the needs of our students. Now, can you tell us, you talked about what some of those individuals might do if they decide to participate in this initiative, but can you tell us just a little bit more about a day in the life of one of these tutors? Is it like a full-time thing? Is it certain days each week? Is it flexible? Can you tell us a little more about what it's like being a high impact tutor?
Yes, I can, Dr. Whitley. So the high impact tutors are part-time employees of Cumberland County Schools. So they do not work for the North Carolina Education Corps. They work for the school system. We help to recruit these individuals. We help to give them professional development, pre-service professional development, and in-service professional development, because we want to make sure when they're with the students that they're really prepared to do this great work. It's so important in terms of developing those literacy skills. We want to make sure they're prepared. So once they get on site, They have support at the school level. Our principals at those 6 schools are very excited to welcome them into their campuses. So they'll be able to work with the instructional coach at the school to determine what are the specific skills that kids need. And then as they're working on those specific skills, they're using curriculum materials that Cumberland County Schools has already vetted and purchased. So the core instruction materials for Cumberland County is Wit and Wisdom. So they'll be able to use some of those materials. Cumberland County Schools is also using Integrity for foundational support around phonics and phonemic awareness. They'll use those materials. Also may use Words Their Way. So when they're working with the students, these are skills and materials that they've already seen when they're working with their teachers. So now they're able to work with a tutor, a very concerned adult, and they're able to drill down a little deeper. So we're able to supplement what's happening in core instruction. And that's what we're really excited about, because we don't want to come in and say, this is everything that you need to do. There are already some great things that are happening in Cumberland County Schools and some materials that the academic supports teams have already pulled for the students. Now we're just bringing more adults into the building so that they can use those materials in smaller groups. This extends the reach of our teachers. Our teachers are working with so many different students. So if we have some caring adults who are able to come into the school and are able to work on these materials, then our teachers can have smaller groups so that they can drill down on some skills. So you go into the school, you're able to work with the principal to determine your schedule. Now, Dr. Whitley, we do want to make sure that the tutors are consistent, because that's really important for our young people. So we want them to work at least 3 days a week. The position is 15 to 20 hours a week. So you'll be able to work with the principal at each of those sites to determine what's the best schedule with you. The children will be expecting you. So we want to make sure it's consistent so that we can make sure those sessions are really, really beneficial for our young people.
Well, this is so exciting, like just to hear about how we're involving members of the community who are able to come in our schools and give back and support and receive payment for it. I think it's really a win-win situation. Now, there may be some individuals in our viewing audience who are saying, you know, am I an ideal candidate for this type role? Who are those ideal candidates who could serve as the core members?
So, Dr. Whitley, we really, because we are providing them with that pre-service professional development and in-service, anybody can serve as a high impact literacy tutor. We're not going to just push you out into the water and let you drown. We're going to make sure that you have that support so that you can be successful, because we want to make sure it's a good use of our children's time when they're working with you. So in some communities, we have stay-at-home moms who want to work some flexible hours when their children are maybe, at daycare, or if their children are at school, if they're, a little bit older in terms of elementary students, they want to have those schedules that align with their children's schedule. We also have some retired teachers who still want to contribute to education, but maybe don't want to work full time. We also have community members who may not have a connection to education, but they want to get their feet wet and to see what's going on. That's exactly what happened to me, Dr. Whitley. I started my career in Cumberland County as an administrative assistant, fell in love with the school, and then I continued my career. So we're hoping that will happen too, that this will expose you to the school system, and then you may end up continuing, may become a teacher and keep going in that direction. So because we're providing that high quality professional development, anybody can serve, and we do have options that fit around your schedule. So if you're just thinking about, I think I might want to help kids with literacy skills, just go ahead and complete the application. And then we'll take it from there and make sure that you are prepared and can do it greatly when you are on that campus.
So definitely an exciting opportunity to give back, to support students, to receive payment for it. But you spoke about the commitment of time. How long will these assignments last, these high impact tutors? How long? So if I say, hey, I have, 15 hours to 20 hours per week to commit, but is that for the next 3 or 4 months? Is that for 6 months? Can you talk a little bit about the time commitment?
Absolutely. So it is for this second semester. So this is an initiative that we have for this second semester. We want to make sure that we have great people on board to work with our young people for this second semester. And then we'll have conversations at the end of the school year. If you really enjoyed it and you want to continue next school year, we'll have conversations if that's an option. So if you just want to give back for just this semester, you have an opportunity to do that. And we can work around your schedule to make it happen.
So let me get this right, Mr. Artist, an opportunity to make an impact on schools and children, an opportunity to receive training, to get to see, our young people and just support them on a day-to-day basis for this semester. And you all are going to provide the training, the tools, and everything that they need in addition to support that they'll receive from the school. And they really just need to go and apply. And you all will certainly take it from there.
Absolutely, that is true. And one thing I want to brag on Cumberland County Schools for a moment. Cumberland County Schools is placing multiple tutors at those 6 campuses. So you won't be the only person who has that same role in your school. So you'll be able to share ideas with another high impact tutor and be able to give feedback to one another. And that's really exciting. So even if you have a friend or a colleague to think, come on, let's go and tutor at Manchester Elementary. Both of you can sign up to do it together. You can have the same schedules. You'll be able to work with different students, be able to share your experiences and share ideas. And so I love that about Cumberland County Schools, providing a lot of support, but also making sure that the high impact tutors will be able to get support from one another because they won't be the only person at their school doing this job.
Okay. Well, I know there may be some individuals who are sold, but there's one additional question. Where will these high impact literacy tutors serve in Cumberland County?
So we're so excited about the 6 schools that are partnering and participating in this pilot with Cumberland County Schools. We look to expand in the coming years, but we're starting with 6 dynamic schools. So if you want to volunteer and work over at Baldwin, TC Berrien, Manchester, Sherwood Park, Walker Spivey, and W.H. Owen. I have met with the principals. They're really excited to have high impact tutors at their school. So I know that they will welcome you with open arms. So those are the 6 campuses. And then we will have conversations about further expansion. But you would not find better leaders and better school teams than those individuals at those 6 schools. So we would love to have you over at those schools. The principals are really excited. You'll get great support from academic services with Cumberland County Schools. You'll be really prepared, get support from the North Carolina Education Core. It will be a great experience. I mean, we currently have high impact tutors serving all across the state. And we constantly hear how rewarding this work is because you're able to see children make progress. And right now, with everything that's happening with the pandemic, our children need access to caring adults who can help them drill down on specific skills. So I know that we have some individuals who are watching who will be great in this role. So find a friend, select your school, and sign up to be a high impact literacy tutor with Cumberland County Schools.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for this wonderful information. For those who are watching, you have an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of children right here in Cumberland County as a high impact literacy tutor. And you don't have to know everything about it. Come in with a willingness to learn. There will be training opportunities, and we will make sure in partnership with NCECA Core that you are prepared to make a difference in the classroom. Before we go, Mr. Artist, is there anything else that you would like to share with our viewing audience? Any closing comments?
We just thank you in advance for your willingness to serve. I do want to note that the training, Dr. Whitley, is paid training. So what's better than that? I mean, you're learning new skills and you're being paid at the same time. You're having an opportunity to give back to your community and help young people. And really, we see so much on social media now about our teachers being so overworked and there's so many different moving pieces. This is a way that you could really help our schools. So if you're willing to do it, we're willing to have you, and you will not find a better experience with Cumberland County Schools. So thank you so much, Dr. Whitley, for sharing this information. We really appreciate it.
You are more than welcome. So I know in the viewing audience, there are some individuals, you are interested in this opportunity, or you know of someone who is interested. Mr. Artist, before you go, will you let us know where should individuals go to apply and to get the ball rolling to take advantage of this wonderful opportunity?
Yeah, so please visit our website, nceducationcore.org. The North Carolina Education Corps will have do the initial screening for the school system. I know that Mr. Reyes and his team, they're so busy. So we take care of the initial screening, get people connected with the school system, and then we'll take it from there. So nceducationcore.org.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Artist, for being here today. And thank you for watching. To our viewing audience, we encourage you to take advantage, call a friend, call a neighbor, invite someone to take advantage of this great opportunity to give back to Cumberland County Schools, to earn a wage, and to also just make a difference in the lives of children. Thank you again for watching. This is Coffee Conversations with Cumberland County Schools, and we hope that you have a great day. Thank you.